kick this off, I'll ask it. How was it working on Austin Powers, working with Mike Myers? I imagine that's got to be crazy every day.
Is this on?
It's on.
Okay, there we go.
Hot mic.
That's usually the first question I get. Working with Mike, I mean, he makes it fun and also makes it like challenging because he improvs all the time. So you never know exactly what he's gonna do. So you gotta be on your feet and on your toes to be able to like interact with him and try to get a good response back. So, I mean, he just makes it challenging and makes it fun.
Was it hard to keep your composure working with him? Like,
oh yeah, totally. I mean, if you look at some of the scenes where it was just me and him, and if you look at me really close, you can see I'm like smirking, trying not to like laugh or anything like that. But it was a great time. It's like one of my favorite times doing a film.
That's awesome. How did you get your start?
I got started doing a film called Baby's Day Out. I was a stunt double for a 9-month-old baby. They actually looked worldwide, tried to find somebody that was close to the same size and was able to do, whatever stunts a 9-month-old baby does. And, I got a call from a friend, and she was in touch with the producers and the director, which at that time the producer was John Hughes, which is a legend. And they called me up, I went up, met with them, and basically 2 days later they offered me the job, and I quit my job at Sprint and went from there.
Wait, what did you do at Sprint?
Customer service.
That's awesome.
Crappy ass job.
Got a question back here?
Minnie dresses up as both Austin Powers and Dr. Evil in the movies. Which one did you feel more comfortable in, or like was more fun to be wearing for filming?
Mini-me. I mean, he's totally evil. That's always fun. You don't want to be the goody two-shoe all the time.
Out of all the roles that you played and characters you portrayed, which one was your favorite? Like all-time favorite?
I have to say Mini-Me. Just because that's really what got me started and got my break. And, there's so many other characters that I played that I also really enjoyed. But, I guess you can't really go wrong with Mini-Me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Got a question right here, and then right there.
Which character that Mike Myers played did you enjoy playing on screen the most? Was it Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, or Fat Bastard?
Fat Bastard. I got a crap on deck that could choke a donkey.
Hi, I just want to know how was getting all the makeup done for Harry Potter?
Oh, it was extreme. I think when it first started out, it was like 5.5 hours. And, once we started filming and doing it on a daily basis, it was probably a little over 4. I get used to it though. I mean, I've done so many makeup jobs like that, and I would fall asleep. So.
I was about to ask, what do you do when do you sit there and run lines? Do you just meditate or just crash out?
I just pass out.
Working on Harry Potter must have been an experience in and of itself. What was your favorite part about being in that whole world?
Well, I never read the books, and I was only in the first Harry Potter, and I didn't know how big it was going to be. I had no idea. And, after it came out and all this, and it's like, wow, this thing's huge. The sets, the first thing, are amazing. The sets inside the stages. There's some of the biggest sets that I've ever seen. And having that opportunity to be able to be a part of that franchise, it's just something else to, put in your checklist.
I was telling him how I picked you up from the airport, and we spent an hour together with you and John Heater, and the stories that we were telling. I didn't tell him any of the stories, but I said you had some good stories. So I'm going to ask you a question. What's your favorite story outside of life? Like you were talking about Slash. You had a story about Slash. You had some other stories. What's your favorite story to look back on and go, oh my God, I did that. I lived life and did that.
Wow.
It's a tough one.
That's tough because, being in this business and doing what I've been able to do, which I love, I've had so many opportunities to do so many different things. Just meeting other celebrities that I've looked up to. Meeting Heath Ledger. I mean, that was really huge for me. And some other things, but Christopher Plummer, I mean, so many. It's hard to just keep naming people. But Anthony Hopkins is another one. Christopher Plummer. So many. I think I said Chris twice, I think. But another one, with being in this industry, you kind of get, some benefits here and there. So, I have to say, being able to go to the Playboy Mansion anytime I want. I still can.
I still can. So what are we doing next week?
I don't know. I'm going to the mansion. I don't know where you're going to be.
Got another question? Right there.
Have you been to Universal Studios, especially the Harry Potter Diagon Alley section?
Here in Orlando? No, I haven't. I'm going to be a little sarcastic, but it's too much of a touristy thing. If I did, I'd probably get a little bombarded.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that. Got time for one more? Right here.
Hi, actual question, for the Surreal Life, what was your experience on that from the VH1 series? I don't know if I missed it earlier.
Can you tell by my face right now? It was a slow time, let's say that. And I needed work. And they paid me, that's about it. Other than that, I'm no comment. When China comes in here, you can ask her.
Got one more question right over here.
I'm just kind of curious, you got any upcoming projects coming up?
I got a film that premieres on the 19th of this month. It's about some dogs and, people trying to kidnap a dog. It's called Hounds. Then I have another one, which is more of an adult film. Not as far as that. It's called 420, so it involves, if you know what 420 means. If you don't, then look it up.
Well, that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, we have his photo op going on right after this, so go jump in line, get your picture taken. Give it up for Vern Troyer.